Welcome back. We're here to look ahead to Saturday's match at the Britannia Stadium between Stoke and West Ham. Matt, let's start with the visitors. They're flying at the moment, up to fourth.
Incredible start to the season, isn't it? I think last time out was obviously the main one against City. Probably, people entering that game weren't too confident at City, and there's a reason for that. West Ham being in such good form. The game itself, though, West Ham took the lead. City had a lot of the ball, had a lot of chances. Aguero had a good chance. Torre had a few efforts from distance. As soon as they got the second goal, it was really important. City were always going to come back at the end, but to ride out that pressure, was it deserved? Maybe a draw would have been a fair result, but West Ham certainly didn't deserve to lose that game. And their summer signings have just been great, haven't they?
They really have. I mean, the strikers, particularly the two strikers that have. They're working so well up front together. Sacco and Valencia. I think Sacco, 7 in 7 starts? Yeah, he scored a club record. That's an amazing record. And you think, Andy Carroll, when he's fit, he's such a danger in this league. But at the moment, he's just going to struggle to get into that team at all. And moving further back, Alex Song has looked like a really impressive signing. You think, should better? It's harsh on West Ham, but you think should better teams have been in for Song? People say that maybe he could have gone back to Arsenal. That's the sort of player they might need. And at the back as well. Aaron Cresswell, saw a lot of him at Ipswich last season. He's been really impressive down the left. And I think, if he was a right back, he might be in contention to maybe work his way into the England setup. But given that England has quite a good depth at left back, I think maybe he might struggle to get in there. But even so, West Ham really, really impressive. And I think playing Stoke, they'll fancy themselves winning this, won't they?
Yeah, Stoke have been a bit hit and miss this season. They last time out against Southampton was no disgrace to lose 1-0 after obviously Southampton. We know what they've done this season. It's been great. Last time out against. It was a tight game, one goal win it. Stoke had some chances, but didn't really offer too much in attack, which is a little bit worrying. Usually in attack, Stoke are always good at the back, aren't they? But they've not been too solid this season.
I think they've only kept 2 clean sheets in the league this year, and that's sort of what under Pulis in the past. That was always what they were built on, those clean sheets at the back. But they've only kept 2. One of them was in the complete shock at City, and then they held Newcastle in the other one. But that City one, that wouldn't happen like 9 times out of 10. So really, they have struggled to keep teams out. And you look at their back four, and I don't think Mark Hughes has quite worked it out. Shawcross is the rock there. He's the captain. He'll always be there. But apart from that, Mark Wilson is the other centre back at the moment, and he was playing left back at times last year. And you think, who's going to be? Is he going to sort out his back four soon? Because Jeff Cameron's just returned as well, and I'm not sure he's quite got his mind set on exactly who he wants to play at the back, and he needs to soon because, like you say, they do struggle to score goals, and if they can't stop conceding at the other end, then they're going to drop down the table, you think. So what's your score prediction for this one?
Usually in previous seasons it'd be probably a Stoke win. You'd expect them to solid win, but West Ham are in such good form. It's difficult to. I'm actually going to go for a draw. It's difficult to separate them. I can see a 1-1 draw here.
Yeah, I think it might be a draw as well. Actually, even though West Ham they've won 4 of the last 5, great form. I just think that this is a sort of game where they won't have as much space, and I think it could be quite tight. So I'm going to go for a 0-0. So we got 1-0, 0-0. Thanks for watching.